Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm here with a new grammar topic. Today we are going to discuss about subject and predicate. A sentence has two main parts, subject and predicate. This lesson will make understand about subject and predicate. At first we will learn about what is subject, then we will learn about predicate. Watch the video till the end to understand better. So let's start with subject. What is a subject? The subject is the part of the sentence about which something is told or asked. For example, the school is located on a hill. Here, about what is the sentence telling something? The sentence is telling something about the school. So in this sentence, the school is the subject. Arun is a nice person. Here we must think about whom is the sentence telling something. This sentence is telling something about Arun. So Arun is the subject in this sentence. Does the child love the dog? About whom is the sentence telling something? The sentence is telling something about the child. So the child is the subject in this sentence. Now let's see the positions of subject. Position of the subject. The subject is usually found at the beginning of the sentence, but it can also appear in other positions. Let's see an example with subject at the beginning of the sentence. A cat was sleeping under the parked car. Here the sentence is telling something about cat, so a cat is the subject in this sentence. Now let's see an example with subject at the end of the sentence. At the end of the road is a lake. Here the sentence is telling something about the lake, so a lake is the subject in this sentence. Now let's see an example with subject within the sentence. Under no circumstances will she go skydiving. Here the sentence is telling something about she, so she is the subject in this sentence. Now let's see how to find the subject from sentences. A sure way to find the subject is to answer one or the other of these questions. The first question, about whom or about what is the sentence saying or asking something? Second question, who or what is doing or has done or will do something? Okay, now let's do a practice. Suman's sisters are going to the pool. Let's find out what is the subject of the sentence. What is the procedure we have to follow here? First thing, ask yourself about whom the sentence is telling or who is doing something. Obviously, Suman's sisters are doing something. So, Suman's sisters is the subject in this sentence. Let's look at another example. Marina Beach is one of the famous beaches in South India. So, what is the procedure we have to follow here? About what the sentence is telling something? Obviously, the sentence is telling something about Marina Beach. So, Marina Beach is the subject in this sentence. Let's see our next sentence. Close the door. Here, who is to close door? Always keep in mind, in a sentence expressing command or making request, the subject, you, is not expressed but understood. So the complete sentence will be, you close the door, and you is the subject in this sentence. Let's see one more example. Is the door of the basement locked? Now ask yourself what is locked. Here you will get the answer, the door of the basement. So, the door of the basement is the subject here. Now let's discuss about predicate. Before we talk about the predicate, remember that the subject is the part of the sentence about which something is told or asked. For example, prices are higher. Here prices is the subject because the sentence is telling something about prices. Then what is the predicate? The predicate is the part of the sentence that tells or asks something about the subject. For example, prices are higher. Are higher is the predicate because it is the part of the sentence that tells about the subject. You can easily find the subject and the predicate of a sentence by asking two simple questions. First question. About what is the sentence telling something? It is telling about prices. So prices is the subject. Second question. What is the sentence saying about prices? It says are higher. So are higher is the predicate. My sister Manu is waiting for me. About whom is the sentence telling something? It is about my sister Manu, so my sister Manu is the subject. And what is the sentence saying about my sister Manu? It is telling that is waiting for me. So, is waiting for me is the predicate. Was Geetha angry? About whom is the sentence asking something? The sentence is asking something about Geetha, so Geetha is the subject here. What is the sentence asking about Geetha? The sentence is asking was angry. So, was angry is the predicate. Position of the predicate. The predicate usually comes after the subject, but it can also appear in other positions. Let's see an example with predicate after the subject. The parking lot is next to the stadium. Here, the parking lot is the subject and is next to the stadium is the predicate. Let's see an example with predicate before the subject. Next to the stadium is the parking lot. Here the predicate is before the subject. The predicate is next to the stadium is and the subject is the parking lot. Now let's see an example with predicate partly before and partly after the subject. Is the parking lot next to the stadium? Here is and next to the stadium are predicate and it is used partly before and partly after the subject, the parking lot. I hope you all understood the lesson. I will be back with a new lesson. Thank you so much for watching.